Hi Cancer, welcome to your mid-October 2020 Tarot and Astrology reading. Please like and subscribe for regular tarot and astrology updates. There is going to be a video coming up this week on the blue moon in Taurus on Halloween night, and that's going to be very exciting. It's a Halloween special. So let's see what mid-October has going on for you. The sun is slipping into Scorpio. Ooh. Very nice energy for you because that's all about the fifth house of play, of romance, of excitement, of creativity, of drama. And of course there's going to be a full moon in your 11th house, which is of wish fulfillment. And this is conjunct Uranus, the planet of innovation, evolution and revolution. Ooh. So it's a very exciting full moon. And it's in harmony with you. Both the sun and the moon are in harmony with your energy. So let's see what's coming up for you in the cards. My dear Cancer, I think October has been quite an intense month for everybody, but especially the cardinal signs. And at the minute, with the Four of Cups underneath, I feel like maybe there's something that you're not seeing yet. King of Swords, the air signs already are popping up: Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Seven of Pentacles, the Tower in your positive section. Now this is what we like to see. The Seven of Wands in your challenge and the Page of Cups as your outcome. That fifth house energy is going to be dominating you for the remainder of the month as we switch out of Libra season. Let's clarify that Page of Cups. The Knight of Cups and the Nine of Wands. Okay, so right off the bat, I would like to speak first and foremost. Is my candle going out? Oh no. Come on. There we go. I would like to speak first and foremost to the single Cancers, and then I'm going to go into the coupled Cancers just because there's a very solid love energy coming in here, okay? And I have a feeling that some of you are already rolling your eyes and saying, nah. But I just saw 222 on the clock as well, so bear with me. Page of Cups and Knight of Cups and the Nine of Wands. For those of you that are single, this looks like a crush, and it looks like quite a serious crush. Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups are both love, romantic energies from other people. Now, of course, as I would like to get into too, because this is general, this can be that you are in full swing creatively, Cancer, and your creative pursuits, whatever it is that you are putting out there, creatively speaking, I think it's going to do really well. Might not be initially, but there comes a moment. With the Tower in the positive, I see this sudden click and suddenly everything starts taking off. And for you, that seems to be romantically, but it also seems to be creatively. So if a lot of you are struggling in business because of the Seven of Wands here, or romantically where there's friction, there's challenges, this is minor compared to the positive change and eureka moment that's coming. This full moon for you looks pretty good. And I say that, Cancer, because the Tower I associate with Uranus, because it's sudden. It's also Mars energy, to be fair. Mars is retrograding in your 10th house of career, long-term goals and recognition. But the Tower is in a positive aspect here, suggesting that sudden changes are going to be exciting, they're going to be fun, and not only that, they're a chance to build something that can last. Now, for a lot of you, it is with an air sign. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and that can be romantically, but it can also be in business. What I am seeing though is that there seems to be a love offer, Cancer, that you're maybe rejecting, or maybe you're just feeling a bit distant as we begin the middle of the month, because Libra season for you, you know, it's the fourth house. It's very introspective. It's very much where you go into yourself and you don't really feel like mingling so much, or you don't really feel like opening up to people. You kind of have your home as your haven and you don't really want to move along with it. One of the other things that I want to say for the fifth house is that for a lot of you, this could be happiness for your children. I think some Cancers have had issues with their kids in terms of a very sensitive child in your life, or someone in your life in general who's very sensitive, you know. Could be a parent, but someone who's really very sensitive and is finding it hard to stick up for themselves is something that I'm seeing here. This could be you. But I feel like this is somebody that finds their voice because of the Scorpio retrograde. For a lot of you, this is somebody from the past because of that retrograde energy. I have to say it. I don't like to make a big thing of it. Because a lot of people that get into tarot and astrology are really very hurt. And you're kind of looking for guidance and hope. And, you know, in whatever form this comes in, this really looks like love. And that makes sense with the astrology. So, you know, if it's somebody that there was, you know, like a lack of communication, or they dropped off the grid for whatever reason, or it was right person, wrong time, whatever the reason was for it. But I do think for a lot of you it could be new, okay? So bear that in mind. But with that retrograde energy, it could be somebody from the past. Now, the reason I'm also thinking that, it's somebody who's very, as I say, very sensitive and also kind of shy. With that 9 of Wands, I feel like it's someone who is very, they find it really hard to put themselves out there. Now, this could be you again, but I feel that there is a very strong romantic connection, and somebody, despite their concern about coming forward, I feel that they do. For a lot of you though, the overriding message that I see for you, Cancer, is that you feel with the cardinal energy that there's so many challenges that you're dealing with, that when somebody this month offers you love, or somebody offers you help, or somebody offers you friendship, I almost feel like you miss it. Because with the Emperor underneath, with the Mars energy, you're really trying so hard to stay afloat in terms of career, or getting a project off the ground, or making sure something is perfect, that I feel you're missing a collaboration of some kind, or you're missing somebody else's input, and it's an emotional or creative input. But I really get the sense, Cancer, and especially if it is an air sign or another water sign, maybe a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, but I feel that there's a very strong love connection here. I just think that you're so, with the 7 of Wands, maybe you're very defensive, maybe you've been hurt a lot, maybe you don't believe in love anymore, or maybe you don't believe in your creative talents anymore, your ability to express yourself, your ability to put ideas across, your ability to make things happen. I feel like there is still love here. And I think for a lot of you as well, with Saturn having returned to Capricorn and sitting across from you, I feel like a lot of you have had to defend yourself so much against people that you're kind of developing an I really don't care attitude. You're just so tired of having to defend your privacy, or what you're doing with your time, or why you're doing certain things that you're doing. I feel like you're tired of being asked so many questions, so you're getting kind of defensive. But this Tower moment in your positive is when you get that spark, you get that genius moment, or you get that connection that comes out of nowhere. The Tower can be love at first sight. It can be something that just happens really quickly. It can be something in business that just suddenly takes off. You finally get an answer. So let's have a little look at your energy cards. And see what we get. Goddess of the Moon. Well, who would that suit more than a Cancer? You're having an awakening moment, and that can feel kind of frightening, that can feel kind of scary, but you're definitely awakening to the moon energies. That also tells me that this full moon in Taurus, instead of a trick, it's going to be a treat. Attachment. Yeah, you've really been wounded before via your attachments, and this is just saying that you need to trust yourself, because you're becoming a lot more comfortable with your intuition at the moment. You know the way sometimes anybody who's very into spirituality, I do think that it's a process of developing and understanding your intuition, and sometimes, because intuition is like a muscle, you kind of have to exercise it, and when you don't, it gets weak. And I think sometimes if you have those moments where your rational brain takes over and goes against your intuition, you know, or your ego takes over and goes against your intuition, you can find yourself in unhealthy and unhappy dynamics, or unhealthy and unhappy places where you have to wear a mask. You know, I mean that in terms of a costume mask. I'm not talking about the pandemic. This is very much, to me, Cancer, a suggestion that have felt like you have to defend yourself or present yourself in a certain way. And I think that in Scorpio season, with Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, nobody is going to be able to put up a false face anymore, and you're coming into your own, and you're going to be okay with it. And whoever cares in a nice way can care in a nice way, but whoever is judgmental or problematic, I think you're just done with that. But I do think there's people who are coming in, or somebody in particular who really, this is feeling the love from a partner, a new love interest, a friend, a child, anybody. This is really lovely in terms of a connection. I just feel with the Nine of Wands that if you're going through a period of struggle, it's going to be okay. The Nine of Wands is a don't give up card, okay? So I hope you have a wonderful mid-October. Stay tuned for the full moon in Taurus video coming up soon, and I'll see you soon. Bye.